by Ashima Maru. Cold comfort. We are receiving a distress signal in the Rava system. The ferry transport weathered a Breen attack, but taking heavy casualties and are requesting immediate assistance. My people do not have military ships, Admiral, and I am loath to send a lightly armoured rescue vessel to such a dangerous situation. Please, you must do whatever you can to help them. Alright, let's get going. And we're just going to cut through the lines. This sister Xbox. Xbox. Nice. It's just easier. I find it much easier to play this game with a controller, but then I'm used to a controller. Ooh, that cracked. Nice. It's good to play on Xbox. Xbox is cool. I just don't get on with mouse and keyboard. I'm a console peasant at heart. Oh, it has started. Sweet. Cats have been held by disabled the ferry frigate. Putting it on screen now. Pardon me. Thank you for sending our distress call. We were boarded by the Breen and have taken severe casualties. If there's any medical aid you could render, please approach and beam over as soon as you can. Are on our way. On our way to ferry frigate. Please beam over medical supplies and personnel you can spare. We'll send your transport chief the coordinates to our trauma center. Alright, let's go and help people. We are Starfleet, and I have coffee. Deliciousness. Almost maxed out all your characters. I haven't maxed out all of mine. I've maxed out two or three. I've maxed out, I think. This one I've maxed out. I'm just playing through everything. Wanted to get a nice clean playthrough, so I've been going at this for several months. And I have a lot more to do than I thought, so I'll be streaming this more often than I thought I would be. Dr. Cossa. By the balance. You couldn't have arrived at a better time. I need every available person to help your patients. I think the Breen take pleasure in causing pain. A few of our crew were killed, but many have been injured. If you want to help, I need someone at table 7. Take the patient's medical history and triage the injury. If it's a minor issue, go ahead and treat them so you can make room for another patient. Usually done the story in a week. Blimey, that's a lot of playing. That took me months, but then when I'm only streaming like twice a day or something, twice a week, I'm very happy to get all of that done. I'm now just currently working through these hails, well, some of them anyway, some of the system patrols. Asteroid mining I won't be doing. These all take place on New Romulus. So, yeah. I've still got a lot to do. But I do like the game. It's good fun. I do enjoy playing a bit of Star Trek. Oh, hey, Injured Deferi. What is up with you? Please, it hurts. Nice. Okay, what hurts? It's my left side. Took a disruptor hit from a Breen rifle. Please, I need something on the pain. Do you have anything that will help? allergies. Highly allergic to metoropan. Was given it once and my airway swelled until it was completely blocked. I almost died. Are you taking any medications currently? No. Do I look like I should be? Have you been treated for anything related to this issue? How often do you think I'm shot by a breen? The last time I saw a physician was 2 years ago. I was treated for polywater intoxication. What were you doing before you were injured? I was repairing a paraconduit on deck 2 when the breen came out of engineering and shot me. They didn't even give me a chance to surrender. I wouldn't have thought them. Which one did I start with? I started with Starfleet and started with Klingon War, and I've literally just done each one in the list in turn so far. Alright, let's... Metapron is a very common drug used to treat and manage pain, especially patients with this level of trauma. It's a good thing we caught this. If the patient was given the wrong medication, the result could have been disastrous. Some medications available with the very medikits that we can treat for pain, anisole, budgie, hydrogen, metropan, and morphinolog. I think I've just butchered all of those names. Are indicated for pain relief. Once the patient is stable, we can treat the disrupted directly with a protoplaser, which should fix the damage done to the cellular structure. When was the last time you ate? Midday. What's this have to do anything? Why haven't you given me something for the pain yet? Let's medkit analgesics. Let's use that one. How do I... Oh, there we go. That happens in my pain, it still hurts a lot. Please give me something for pain, give me something that works. Morphinolog didn't help. Oh my word, what have I done? Acinolithin. Alright, we'll use that. Sports related injuries. Pain. Headache. Can't use that. We can't use that, they're allergic to that. This potentially increases the patient history of polywater. Oh, bicaridine. Let's try that. Got it. Pain with the structural wound is subsiding. That feels much better. Thank you. The bicaridine is having a desired effect, Captain. Now we can use the protoplaser on the wound to treat it without causing undue pain to the patient. That's good. Oh! I did doctory things. Good work with the last patient. And I was told you have a talent for medicine. I need someone to check out the patient on table 3. I'd appreciate any help you can give us. Alright, what is wrong with the person on table 3? Hello, table 3. Mother, is that you? What hurts? An older boy named Tusk used to be my favourite toys when I brought him to school. I tried to fight him to get them back. He'd break the toys so there was no one who could play with them. My mother said Tusker was out of balance. Do you have any allergies? I hated the taste of my mother's stew when I was young. She tried to convince me it tasted like spring, but I thought it tasted like bugs. I think this guy might be slightly out of it. Are you taking any medications? I used to play in the mud every time it rained. My mother said I get sick from playing outside in the cold and the damp, but I never got sick. Not even once. Have you been treated for anything related to this issue? I loved it when my mother would sweep me in her arms and hug me tight. She smelled like herb. And cooking herbs. When was the last time you ate? I used to be buried with my sister on the hills overlooking the farm when we grew up. They were tart, so my mother would sprinkle granulated clover honey. doing before you got injured? My father used to sing rhymes to me when I was a child, and I would fall asleep in his arms and have the best dreams. Yeah, this patient seems disorientated and unaware of their surroundings. I agree, Captain. Maybe it's symptom of brain trauma. We cannot rule out a psychological breakdown until we do a mental status check. The stress of the brain attack may be more than the patient's mind can process. Do you know your name? My sister had a doll that she used to call Hugger. Do you know where you are? Can I have a dessert now? I finished all my vegetables. Do you know what year it is? My sister's 3 years older than I am. That meant my mum let her do all the fun things while I just sit and watch. Do you know approximately what the time it is? I love catching all mechs exist at twilight. The light from the descending sun will make their wings glow like golden fire. There's something obviously wrong with this patient's mental status. I recommend that we scan the brain tissue for deep trauma. That should reveal if there's any damage. Yeah. Here we go. Captain appears as a cortical implant in this patient's brain that is causing the disorientation delusions. There's an extremely high amount of neural activity in the area around the implant. Perhaps if we were able to decrease activity with an anesthetic, the patient would be more responsive. Right. What are we getting now? Anesthetics. Cranial implants, that's all we want. What? Where am I? I remember the brain attack, and there's this medic, he seems sad. The brain implant with me with a cortical implant has been forcing me to relive memories of my past. Please help me get out of my head, I don't want to live like this. The anesthetizine worked, Captain. Removing a cortical implant is a tricky process. We should confer with Dr. Costa about how to proceed. How do they get it in there so bloody quick? Not familiar with any technology like this, and the attempt I'd make at removing it based on an educated guess. We have to catch a brain in the brig waiting for transport to a holding facility. Perhaps you could question them? One of the monsters who did this to my patient might know how to reverse the process. Telling me to use a medkit. I've got medication for medkit. Alright, let's do it again just to freaking... Oh, there's nothing there. Oh, well. Game's balked. Alright. Let's go. That away. I have the NX01 Enterprise, don't know how to make it higher tier. Can it be made into a higher tier? Whoopsies, for some reason I did that. That's always handy to have backup. So there are a few things you should know about the Breen before we talk to them. The Breen are a warrior race. They do what is expedient and will often take prisoners rather than kill. Get more work out of us on the slave than the dead. This may seem cold and callous to us, but to the Breen is only logical. Survival and duty are more important to them than morality. The Breen are very concerned with personal honor. Do not insult a Breen's honor and suggest they kill without cause, and you should be fine. To make it as your main ship, depending on what faction you are, if you're playing Starfleet, you have to go to the mains space dock, and then head down to the guy on the right, and he will swap your ships there. Let me finish this part of the story, and then I will go and do that and show you. Alright, let's go. Right, do not insult a Breen's honor. Do not insult a Breen's honor or suggest that they kill without cause. Alright. Torture me if you wish, but I will never betray the Breen Confederacy. What is your name? Well, that went well. Are you here to let me go? What's your name? I am Tram. Okay. Guessing there's one here. What are you looking at, Starfleet? What's your name? Look at you, carrying the shadow of Thod Trail. What hope could the Ferry possibly have might like against his? I will not answer your questions. Go bother someone else. Tell me about Thod Trail. Thod Trail has more power and vision than a pathetic being like yourself can possibly comprehend. The Fairy will be the first to fall to his might, but they will not be the last. He will not stop until the entire Alpha Quadrant serves the Breen Confederacy. Someday soon I will stand on the blasted remains of your homeworld and celebrate our victory. I will grind the remains of your leaders into dust in my boot heels. Thod Trail will be the man who makes this possible. I'm not getting very far. What is your story? I do not understand what you mean. I am a soldier. I have no story. Everyone has a story. What led you to be here? I am a combat medic. In the Medical Fifth Order. I serve the Breen Confederacy. I was ordered to go to the system by my superiors. I am sure that you have encountered other Breen in the Deferi sector. What are you doing here? I am currently incarcerated in a Deferi brig. I was captured near the bridge when my boarding party was overwhelmed by Deferi security teams. While the ship may not be carrying military personnel, a 3-man boarding party stands little chance against 4 fully armed security teams defending their ship and their captain. We gave away the terrain advantage, and now we are paying the price. You must have known this wasn't a military ship. Why did you attack it? I do not feel continuing this conversation. My commanding officers in the nearby cell, and you can hear everything that we are saying. While I do not agree with his actions in this matter, I respect his position of authority. I will not throw his dishonor in his face. All audio signals entering and leaving the cell are being blocked by an acoustic dampening field. Sweet. Your commanding officer cannot hear what we are saying. My superior thought these very civilians might have the information for which we've been searching. While I might have disagreed with his choice of target, it is not a soldier's place to question his commanding officer. I think my dissension was the reason I was selected to join the assault on the ship's bridge. A dangerous task in the best of circumstances, and one that had the least chance of success. Did you object to your commanding officer about this assignment? I'm not sure how things run in Starfleet, but in the Breen Festival we obey our commanders. I may not have always been pleased with what I'm ordered to do, but I understand there is a goal that must be achieved, and that I may not have all the facts that my superiors do. So do you believe that the goal you are attempting to achieve was worth killing civilians? Didn't want to attack this ship. There is a nobility to being a soldier. When I entered battle, I know I could be killed. I know that others will die at my hands, but that is what we must do. It is part of being a soldier. Civilians are not part of this unspoken agreement. They do not wake up each day and know in their hearts it could be their last. They should be out of bounds as targets for people like you and me. There is no honor in fighting someone who is unprepared to fight back. I regret that I had orders to kill these civilians. More than that, I regret that I carried out these orders. Did you have an option that didn't involve attacking the Deferi? I suppose I could have heard myself out of an airlock. My choices were to die or follow my orders. It is unfortunately not much of a choice. Foolishly, I believed that if I took part in this mission, I could do my best to prevent needless violence against those who should not be in battle. I was wrong. So your mission wasn't just to kill the Deferi on this ship. I'm a combat medic. Normally, my task is to repair the injuries of my fellow soldiers. On this mission, I was tasked with capturing civilians alive and fitting them with subspace cortical implants. The devices are barbaric even by our standards. We use them to obtain memories for the most obstinate of interrogation subjects. This particular implant has a subspace relay intended to capture and transmit these memories so that my superiors can sift through the secrets locked in our victim's mind, even as we moved on to implant more subjects. Why did you do this? What information did the Deferi have that you needed so badly? I'm not sure what extent the commanders wanted to learn from these people. I can only guess that my superiors wanted information that they felt could be held by any member of the Deferi population. The cortical implants were calibrated to bring long-term memories to the surface, even going back to the target's childhood. Perhaps they wanted to learn something that even a Deferi child might know. Did the probe Deferi know what memories were being searched? Perhaps, if they had the mental fortitude to recall the memories that were triggered during their interrogation, the pain from the implants can be quite intense. How do we remove the implant? Removal of the cortical implant is a very delicate procedure. The implants are intended to be strong enough to survive the interrogation process, but too difficult to be removed by the subject or anyone else. I have worked with these implants for some time. Have your doctors talk to me, and I will tell them what they need to do to remove them. Doctor! I have the answer! I'm going the right way. Yes. This is just the information we needed. I will round up a surgical team and we'll begin the process of removing the implant immediately. Since the time I took the patient while you were in the brig, it sounded like the brain implant were triggering memories from the patient's early childhood, many of them involving rhymes and songs. Rhymes and songs? I will caffeine. Most Deferi parents and grandparents sing to their children and tell them stories of our past and traditions. A common theme in our songs is the pre-servers. We sing of their travels through the universe, their efforts to maintain balance, and their great archive. My children are particularly fond of songs about the pre-server archive, a hidden place where they left all the technology and records of the ancient days. It's an interesting story, but I don't know if a place like that could actually exist. After all, we're talking about nursery rhymes. Captain, the Breen must believe that the pre-server archive exists. There is no other explanation as to why they would target Deferi civilians in order to obtain information about nursery rhymes. Before we leave, Tran has requested to talk to you again. He's waiting in his cell. Because where else would he be waiting? Alright, let's go back. Running and whee! That's a perfect executor forward roll. Okay, Tram. Thank you for returning. I know that helping you was the right thing to do, but because I did so, I can never return to the Breen Confederacy. Therefore, I would like to request asylum for the Federation. I, however, am not alone in this request. There are a small group of Breen that share my feelings. We know that attacking innocents is wrong. If you accept us, we would all like to join you. I will give you the information necessary to contact them. It may take some time before they're willing to respond. Your future actions will help speed up that process. We've sent a communication based on Tran's information. Can't be sure that it was received, so at this point, I believe the only thing we can do is wait for a response. I must say, I'm surprised that any Breen could be capable of reason. Impressive work, sir. But the Fairies seem to have things under control for now. Are you ready to leave the system? Du-du-du-du. Hail, Ambassador! I remember stories about the preservers from my childhood. Of course, we have ruins linked to them on the Pharaoh, but I have never heard of an intact preserver installation. The Breen, however, are taking these stories quite seriously. If the Breen managed to acquire preserver level technology, they could shift the balance of power in the entire Alpha Quadrant. It's lucky you were able to establish a connection with Tram. I believe that he was sent by the powers to help maintain balance in the galaxy, and I am grateful. I know your intelligence service has more questions for him, but after that, I promise I'll do what I can to see that he and other Breen who disagree with the government's actions are not forgotten. One of your commanding officers was requesting to speak with you. You should consider meeting with them when you are done here. What the heck's that? Now we'll go with that. Alright. Let's head to the space dock. Alright, Ravage, here we go. I'll show you how to change the ship. This is, of course, assuming that you're playing a Starfleet. Alright. Here we go. It's a replica, it doesn't go past tier 2. Alright, okay. Alright, if you want it as your main ship, once you're in here, run down this, do a forward roll. The forward roll is very important. Keep running down here, and you want to speak to this guy. Manage ships. Go to manage ships, so they're all your ships that are... And you literally just pick, in this case, press X. And there you go. You have your ship set. Right. Duty officer, duty officer. Those, ground weapons. Actually, before we do that, let's go back to beams. Success! Okay. Nothing particularly interesting there. Oops. Oh, that's a lot of science. I don't know if I've got science. I don't know. I don't think I've got enough science. Don't think I've got enough. I get 3 of those. Alright, but while we're here. Ooh, oh, nothing interesting there. Do this one. Ooh, it's got 5. Perfect. Alright, so that's that done. Good. I think we're very good. The counseling staff is hosting an open house at 12:30 hours. Let's just give me some this. I've got no idea what these are. But let's use them. Ah! Sweet. Let's give them to you. Alright, phone sequence is done. Perfect. Alright, let's... Alright, that's that done. So once they get done, I don't particularly want to rush the assignment. Alright, next one.
All officers are reminded that the waterfalls are not a recreational area.
Okay. Alright, let's do this one. Hail. You must return to Defera immediately. The Breen are searching for preserver technology and they have once again targeted the ruins nearing our city. I fear that more of my people die and with each death the balance shifts. These attacks need to stop. But depending on you, stop the Breen and keep the secrets of the preservers safe from their treachery. Alright, let's get out of here. Do. Begin cold case. Ow. Need to get my shoulder sorted if I'm gonna start playing darts again. Darts! Gotta love the game of darts. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bow. That's not what I wanted. Captain Long's sensors confirmed the ferries and by suspicions. It appears there is a portion of the star chart hidden in the ruins on the planet's surface. Something is interfering with scans though, so we can't pinpoint the location from here. An away team might be able to do certain scans and also look at the star chart and retrieve it, but we need to close transport range in order to beam down. And bring my entire away team with me. Down there, the right route there is consistent with our records of potential preserver sites. If there really is a fragment of the star chart on this planet, that would be a very good chance this is where it would be. So it's been as if Dave's dead my ship's computer. Apparently this site closely resembles a preserver site with a Bacon system. Indigenous people there are able to access the site by performing a ritual. Records indicate that 3 people arrange themselves atop plinths from arrows to point east, then south, and southeast. So what did I have, sir? But we may find it applicable to this site as well. In order to set the team members up, listen to their location. Okay, I got my try different factions. I have done all of the factions. Yeah, I just wanted to start. Oh, no idea. No. Flores. See, you do what you're supposed to. That's east. It worked, Captain. There are power fluctuations based on the structure. Only 2 more configurations until we are granted access. That went east. That would be... Wait, north's down there, therefore that would be south. Something's definitely working, sir. I'm picking up a significant energy shift to structure beneath. 1 more configuration should unlock the structure. Panel 6. No reaction, Captain. We should try a different configuration. This one worked first. I know this did. Dana, Captain. Sensors show the structure is reconfiguring itself internally. It appears to be generating a holographic display matrix. You can record data to your tricon for later processes, but we found the first portion of the Preserver's star chart. Captain, systems reporting multiple anomalous contacts. There may be green ships at long range, sir. Transport room is standing by to beam your pursuit as you're ready. Let's get going! There was a Breen attack force converging our position, Captain. They must have realised that we would be coming for part of the star chart, sir. I bet they waited for us to do the work so they could swoop in and steal our data. There's no room to make a run for it. We're going to have to fight our way out. Going to Red Alert. Oh no, it's like staff chart and open up shitty class system. Significant. Let's get out of here. South. Oh! Acquire equipment drops to select salvage virus contagion. Oh, right, okay, well that's where I was. Back. Keep polar on. Break down salvage. Oh, yeah. Aha! Oh, went too far. I am tempted once I've finished playthrough of Starfleet 1 to go and fill in the missions that I've missed. Well, not missions that I missed. Some of the other missions that I couldn't do, but because they're faction specific. I might do that. That might not be for a little while though, because I've got so many games to play. And that's before we even get to the ones that are coming out. Captain, I'm detecting a gaseous anomaly on the far side of the planet. The line of navigational beacons should lead us right to it. Seems like a good place to start our search, sir. Romulans and Klingons have much better personal stories, especially Romulans. Oh, that's good to know. I might do that then. I might just like play through the entire thing again as a Romulan and then as a Klingon. So won't be doing that for a little while yet. But that could be a fun thing to do in the future. But Klingons get to go to Klingon how to fight Klingon Satan. I'm in. I'm absolutely all about that. Transfer sample the gas to a containment chamber, sir, but there's no record of anything with this molecular structure on the record. Might be a synthetic compound or the byproduct of some sort of as yet unknown stellar phenomenon. Our science staff is now working to complete analysis. They do have specific stories. Nice. Cool bat'leth? Yes, I'm about it. I got something, Captain. The preservers were known to encode data in the world around them, so I superposed the molecular structure of the gas sample onto the orbital pattern of the system. It's a map, sir, and it's pointing to something beneath the surface of that small moon. Recommend we approach and perform a level 1 sub-molecular scan to determine if there's anything there. Let's go find the moon. Go to the moon! I have been convinced. I am going to, once I finish my Starfleet playthrough, probably later on in the year, to be honest. As I said, I've got shed loads of games to play. I will do a Romulan playthrough. Playthrough as a Romulan. Incredible. The interior of the moon is hollow, and it contains a vast geological orrery that charts the heliocentric motions of everything in this solar system. The aura suggests that there should be 2 large asteroids in this area, but I'm only reading 1. Perhaps they collided in the millennia since the structure was created. I am, however, reading an energy source on the remaining asteroid. It's buried deep in the rubble of the surface. If there was a collision, it's logical to assume that the rubble is all that remains of the second asteroid. We will need to remove the rubble to get a better reading on that energy source. Alright, let's go find an asteroid. Oh, hello. Starfleet, I didn't like Akiva's Romulan, and I gladly taught him he to fire his corpse into the sun. Oh god, could we get to do that? That'd be awesome. Astonishing. Who knows how long this shadowed breadcrumbs has been here, just waiting to be discovered. We should scan the scar chart and add it to our existing fragment. Perhaps it will point the way to the next fragment. Computer synthesize a new star chart from our 2 fragmented scans, Captain. Preliminary analysis indicates that whoever created these charts placed great significance on an L-class planet in the Manek system. Cross pilot standing by to engage on your command. Also, warbirds are sexy. They are very sexy ships, I have to be honest. Though I have to say, I am a bit impartial to the Intrepid class of starship. Voyager is the that I completely agree on. I am with you on that. It is just look how sleek and awesome that looks. Tell you what, if I was a starship myself, I think I would be making moves and asking it out on a date. See if he wants to go to dinner at a nebula or something. Captain, I'm detecting a Breen squadron dead ahead, but they're moving away from us at full impulse. They must already have what they came for, or else they would be engaging us directly. The Breen aren't afraid of a fight. Can't let them get away with a piece of the star chart. It could beat us to the archive. We'll have to chase them down. Find my favourite though, just because of how it came to be. Deep Space Nine is not something I watched a lot of. So can you give me the Cliff Notes version of how the Defiant came to be? Nice! That is the best. Oh god, that's the best story ever. So if instead of transmission from one of the Breen ships, the message was unsecure, they must have had time to encrypt it during the firefight. The message contains a fragment of the star chart. They must have retreated from the planet below before we arrived. For all we know, Breen ships could already be en route to the archive. I will begin analysis to determine our next location immediately. Star chart analysis complete, Captain, and we're headed to Rami 2. So the Breen will get there before we do. We need all the pieces of the chart to find what the preservers are hiding. Of course, lady and sir, and I can engage on your command. Does the Defiant have a cloak? I thought the cloaks were banned under a treaty with the Romulans in the lore, I think, from what I remember. Took more. Let's gain some salvage. Oh, he got it from the Romulans. Cisco is one smart SOD. That does not surprise me. Yeah, talking about scaring them. It's like, look at my ship and its almighty guns. I have to see this episode where he punches Q. Scanners picking up evidence of a running skirmish on the surface of the planet, sir. Appears that the Breen are attacking an archaeological dig site. We better get down there as soon as possible if we don't want the Breen to escape with another piece of the star chart. It's like walking up to God and gut check indeed. Yeah, I remember the Dominion War. I know there was a war with the Dominion, mostly because it was mentioned in Voyager very briefly in one of the episodes. But other than that, I probably should. I tried to watch Deep Space Nine. I don't mind series that are like a slow burn, but Deep Space Nine for me just got off to a too slow start. For me personally. But I know people do, talk very highly of Deep Space Nine. I guess I should probably give it another chance. Ah, that makes sense. Gotcha. Captain, scans. The frozen rock facing near the center of the crater shows sign of a hollow interior, and these readings are consistent with preserver power sources. There are multiple green life zones in the area, sir, and they're moving in a surge pattern. We haven't found it yet, but it won't be safe to approach the site until we've subdued the guards. Starstone gets more intense. Yeah, I guess I've got to try and get it. Give it another chance, shall we say? Hey, Breen guards, do you mind if I just shoot you? Teammates doing unconscious already. How the hell did that happen? Characters also have by far the most development. Methinks I need to give this another chance. Delinquent punk of kids respects of an officer with possible PTSD issues. Doesn't like PTSD just like come with the territory of being in Starfleet? That's all Breen guards. Breen first be contained, so it should take some time to find a way into the cave. Oh, do I get to blow something up? Yeah, I do. Hello. I'd like to personally thank you for finding the final Star Trek fragment. If I'd known you were going to ultimately prove useful, perhaps I consider sparing your life. Of course, I'd only have spared it up to this point anyway, so things would have ended the same way, either way. Still, considering what you've done to aid the breeding fiery goal, I might consider letting you and your officers live. Why not just beam back to your ship and run back to your Federation and Starfleet? If you wish to fall today, however, I am happy to help you. Why don't you think it's over? Why don't you think it over and give it onto the Thought Power? He's been dying to meet you ever since the defeat of Thought Crown. I'm dead. Well, wait, at least go to Cisco, Janeway, Picard.
Vampire Slayer, and you are?
Oh, Ravish Lads, thank you very much for the ice cream! Am I the only fighter for the principal thoughts? I never actually thought about it until now. And now I can't get it out of my brain. This might be the final piece of the star chart. We should scan and then assemble it. We are assembling the star chart. Scanning and transmission are complete, Captain. I believe we can find the Preserver archive with the information we have, sir, and with luck, we'll get there before the Green do. Standing by to beat up the away team on your command. Let's get out of here. Report to Ambassador Sula. Excellent work, Admiral. Our stellar cartography teams are looking at the star charts you recovered as we speak. It might take some time to completely compensate for stellar shifts, but if we can point a location, I'm confident that my government will authorize an expedition to find this Preserver archive. All things in balance, and all things in time. Stuff like it which it is. A biothermal dampener. Yeah, I'm all about that. Let's have that. Alright, let's have a quick look, see what we got. Stuff that I don't need. And I'm going to need that. What's that? That's a Polaron. That's a Polaron as well. What's this one? It's a phaser. Okay. I have no idea what any of it does. Ooh. We'll have that. Super cool engine magnetics. They do look sweet. I gotta admit, I mean, admittedly, social media is probably never the greatest place to read stuff, but this game does get a lot of slack. But I find it fun and enjoyable. But then again, you know, if I didn't find it fun and enjoyable, I wouldn't be playing it. Alright, so look at my research and development. Got a little bit of way to go. We've got here. Still got a little bit of way to go. Look. I mean, if they could actually have that coming out the back, that would just be like the best thing ever. My Terran stuff. Alright, I've only got 6 marks left. That would be just like the best thing. Maybe they should actually, like, for the next Star Trek series, they should literally have like blue ice flames down the side of the hull. That would be awesome. They should have put that on the Delta Flyer. Right, we don't need any of that. I think we're looking good. I've got some neural processors here. Might need that in case we decide we're going to go fight some Tholians. Alright. I think we're good. Alright. Let's do some salvage. What can I salvage? salvage out of anywhere? Not those. Nope. I don't know if console has all the cool cosmetic effects PC does, but I don't know if it does actually. I will be honest. Re-engineer stuff. Salvage. Yeah, okay. You know what? Sell it. Give me more salvage. Let's put it this way, I'd be very surprised if it did. Just because it's console. Right. Where's Ambassador Thura? Gone. It is. Our scientists have consulted with your commanders and they concur with your crew's theory. If there is an intact preserver library, it's likely to be located in the Lanai system. There's only a few non-web cosmetics on the green set for those missions. Okay. I might have to test it. PC's able to do. Yeah, PC's usually able to do more. But I have to say, the Xbox Series X or whatever it's going to be called does look sweet, and I may have already put in a pre-order. I suggest you begin your search on Lanais 3. It has a climate very similar to the Fair. If the preserver settled here eons ago, it's possible they would have chosen a similar world for this facility. Please be safe, but be quick. Long-range sensors detected green vessels in the space near the Lanais system. I fear they may have made the same conclusion we have. We must find the preserver technology before they do. If I can't have blue fire trails, I don't want to play on console anymore. Create your own story missions. That'd be cool. Alright, where are we going? Up, right there. Foundry is dead, they removed it, no more player crazy missions. Was it just too difficult to maintain, or were people just taking the piss out of it? Storage. I mean, this game is nearly what? 10 years old? I think it's 10 years this year, this game is. Oh. Hello. Hello, my boy. Captain, sensors show a skirmish between a small green invasion force and small pockets of Alpha Jem'Hadar. Records showed the Dominion had a base in this system during the Dominion War. It is conceivable the Alpha Jem'Hadar took it over after the Dominion retreated. Neither side will be very happy to see us here, so I recommend we engage now while we still have the element of surprise. Let's beat everybody. It's a game that they didn't hold of it. They didn't somehow save the story. Yeah, 2009 or 2010. What weapons am I using? I will show you in a moment once I have finished using them to blow them out of the sky. But I'm mostly using the ones from the Terran reputation system. Oh, it is this year. Come into the range of my phaser. I am using Task Force Disruptor, Withering Dual Beam, and a Transphasic. Not now. Transphasic Torpedo in the 4, and then I've got 2 Withering Disruptor Beams and a Task Force Photon Torpedo Launcher at the back. Also got the Phased Wavethorn. Yeah, I kind of got that one and then upgraded it. I might end up replacing that with one of these bad boys. Possibly may stick one of these in, but Disruptor or Phaser. But yeah, building up slowly. Just need more Terran marks now. Bring life signs right on the service, Captain. We'll need to hurry or they'll ransack the archive. She looks very worried. Plus, she looks like an elf. Maybe she's a... I think it's supposed to be a Vulcan, but she looks almost like an elf. There. Cold coffee. Very apt for the storyline that I'm playing right now. That reminds me, I need to know when that barista game comes out. There's a game where you can actually play as a coffee barista. I may have to get it. Just because, you know. Vulcans are just logical space elves. It's probably not far off. Ah, she is Vulcan, yeah. I think that she probably was. I just suddenly saw like this ear poking out of the hair. That reminds me, I need to watch Lord of the Rings again. I haven't watched that for a while. Search to show multiple life forms, Captain, but something is interfering with biological filtering. I can't tell exactly what is out there. Recommend proceed with caution, but we need to find the Breen before they can access the preserver archive. Romulans are normal space elves. So we've got space elves and logical space elves. I'm getting some interesting readings from an object in the northeast. Recommend we head in that direction. These indicate that fully and partially buried, so keep your eyes open. Like that. Let's go! Let's go investigate a buried object. Aha! 10 out of 10 for that. Yeah, it is a freaking beast of a gun. It's like almost as tall as I am. Fair play, my character must be ripped to pick that up. Romulan is female. I might go for a female Romulan. Actually, I might go for a female Klingon. Chunky. It is a bit chunky, but it does do massive amounts of damage, which I'm very happy. Oh, those ones feels low again. Right, what's this flipping grenade thing that I had? How does that do? Rotation flow. Oh, hey, here we go. Biothermal dampener. Roman's got a cool space cape shoal thing. Yes! I'm absolutely having one of those. Captain, this device seems to be connected to a subterranean power source. Can't pinpoint the location of the source, but if we look at an area where the energy disturbance is strongest, then we should be able to track it. Can I have a big S? So, I can have a big S on my chest as well when I'm running them. So many multiple center transports to be alerted the Breen. Oh, yeah, we have. Oh my word! Look at my security have taken care of it already. That is amazing. I think, yeah, I think that might be a Federation run. Right, what was I doing? Create ice and snow. Sweet. Let's use that. Okay, we got a Romulan mollusk. Right, where are we heading now? I'm guessing this way. All else fails. Unthrow this in. Oh, nice. Here we are. There we are. Excuse me. I need you to stop analysing him. Wasted so many. Ground combat, I have to be honest, is not my favourite in this game. I am much more of a spacey kind of guy. But probably because I've just never really put so much into my ground stuff. I got from the trees. Ground reputation. So I've got health regeneration, omega weapon. Hello. I've got rank 2 stuff. Alright, time to get that in. Change traits not available at this time. Why not? Why can't I change traits? Let me do it. So we're in the middle of a mission. Damn it. Alright, we'll do it later. Right. Fascinating. Oh yeah, she's definitely a Vulcan. It appears the energy readings are faint neutrino emissions. I can only surmise that the archive is powered by an antimatter reactor. And if the preservers were using antimatter reactions thousands of years ago, their technology may be much more advanced than we realised. Captain, if we look at the antimatter reaction neutrino emitter, the resonance mapping to chart the whole facility. I'm using like 3-person branches for a beefy murder party security team. Yeah, we gotta keep me safe. That's what they're there to do. Hello. Kill everything. What they're there for. We are Starfleet. We kill them. No, wait, that doesn't sound right. Excellent. We can map out the entire facility from here. And from the looks of it, there are multiple cave-ins and signs of recent excavation. The debris must already be inside. Look into 7 engines nearby. We should get there immediately. Let's go. Oh, hey, there's more green. Would you like to be in my agony field? Yes, I think you would. Alright, that's everything dead. Where's this obelisk that I'm scanning? Oh, there it is. It's not exactly. This almost may be the key to accessing the archive. Using the information we gathered thus far, we should examine it and see if we can provide information on how we might proceed. Starfleet, have you committed genocide today yet? I mean, we are basically wiping everybody out right now. It's an action game, after all. Right, scan the obelisk. Oh my god, that's like just beamed right into me.
Enemy target.
Oops!
Personal shield losing power.
I wonder if they actually do keep stats. Where am I going? Oh, that way. But then again, if you think about it, like how many people are actually on the ships, especially the Borg ships, they have like tens of thousands of Borg on there. So yeah, this could well be the bloodiest game ever made. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, there's some occasions where we fire to disable, but they are very few and far between. To my agony. Oh, what? He wants to be in a spaceship battle. My away team is awesome. Disable, you mean that thing where I almost killed them but don't like always? So, yeah, that one. So when the last of the group beamed in my Titan energy possible for section of the obelisk, I believe there's section to be an access point to the archives. Based on our research so far, I should be able to open that access point. Do it. Oh, we're going in. We're going into the archive. Ow. I'm not sure if you can actually hear that. If you can, that's my shoulder cracking. I think I may have to take a visit to the chiropractor at some point. I just roleplay the game that we are a murderous psychopath that everyone is too scared to do anything about. That works. That's nice power fantasy. I like it. How clever you are, Live. I see you found the entrance to this ancient weapon store. Too bad your journey will end here at the hands of my most elite. Almost sad to see you go after what you've done for me. That is, after what we've been through together. Well, that's rude. I mean, come on, why do you think none of our mission givers give us missions in person? That's true. That's very true. They always do it over, Wait, this looks familiar. Hello? Oh, they are. It's like... It's the whole reason why the board people give the missions over the phone. Because the one time that they did give mission in person, she was absolutely petrified. Oops, I'm sorry, Admiral, my finger slipped. What? I hit him. Okay. Oh, why do I have to respawn all the way back here? Alright, here we go. Oh, can I go through that way? the fuck did that come from? People are getting a bit cheeky. There's some cheekiness involved, not to mention a giant rock in the way. Oh! A phaser bolt turret is still going. It's taking everybody out. Oh, that was too funny. Why don't we just put a set of explosions into the giant rock? You know, there's only a small risk of the cave. Fine. Most of us would survive. We have defeated the green invaders. We must need to use these consoles to access the archives. Preserver technology is often sound-based. We need to find the right pattern. Okay, well, this is introductory content. So that's mid. Only wish someone said about killing the soldiers. What about little robots? Every time I wonder if it was worth to let you live, you'd do something like this and show me you're worth keeping. Well, this looks like there's a space station called ship. Yeah, that's a very awesome ship. Stop beaming in, you buggers! Good, Bristol Spider, how very cool. Turret's still going. Hey, would you like to be in my agony field? Oh, it's just doing an amazing job. Guess we're coming. We need to hurry up in the archive server before the Breen send more troops. The Breen just seem to have like an endless supply of people. But then again, so do I, but I still have a recharge limit. I cannot die! I'm gonna name the turret Steve. Yes. I would have named it John. Welcome, children. Oh, hello. Welcome. Long have we waited for our children to seek us out. Who are you? I am the guardian of all my people, and all that they remember. My task was to keep the arcade safe until the day when our children will be united. Welcome, my children. I'm so Our scientists seeded many worlds and directed evolution. We wanted you to resemble us, but more importantly, we wanted you to understand us. Well, I see damn man, he is at this point. Unfortunately, we need to be able to see and become what you have become, and create the wonders that are possible. Most of our people are gone. In fact, is enough. But we knew that someday you would seek us out, and so a few of us remain, waiting for you in the world that would be. Tell me about your technology. We have the technology you see. Our main focus is study was to
180!
Thank you very much for that follow. We learned how to manipulate this code in order to create dozens of species to seed across hundreds of worlds, but also how to use it to alter our own genetics. You might call us living computers. Each preserver has the genetic memory of an entire race. All of our knowledge and history is stored to us. Are there more preservers here? Hundreds. While each preserver has the genetic memory of the entire race, it was deemed important to preserve individuals so that if the time came, we could live with our children, there would be sufficient numbers to maintain our species. We built this place and slept, dreamed of what would become, dreamed of the world that we would create. What will happen to the free servers now? Some will return to their long sleep. A few will want to see the world that their children have created. The galaxy is yours and yours. We are so pleased with what you have created. What the hell? He's a big guy. I don't think people that we really have created.
Enemy target on
No idea what that did.
shield losing power.
Why am I on the floor? You are defeated. All the way back here. Protect the archive. Hey, ancient pacifist that made us. Look at this cool ass space gun. I can vaporize people with it.
Shield losing power.
Ow. Hi, Green Captain, where are you, you bugger? Oh, hey, there you are. Got him. What reservoir archives? Captain, as a ferry ship has entered the system, they're requesting permission to beam down science teams to begin examining the archive. Word from Starfleet Command is that this will be a joint operation led by the Deferi. Deferi science team. How about this first gentleman that introduces anyone who steps inside it? Thank you, Captain, for your help. Since I was a child, I've listened to stories about the preservers. I've never even dreamed that someday I'd have the chance to meet one. But you have made this possible. My people will celebrate this day. Balance has been restored. You have our eternal gratitude. The preservers are the earliest known sentient race. To find an archive of their knowledge and to find preservers still alive, it's almost too much to take in. We'll learn more about the earliest days of the universe than we ever thought possible. The preservers will tell us about the origins of our worlds, and even about races like the Iconians. Teams will be working in this archive for decades. So much I want to learn, but I know we have to return to the bullseye. Ambassador Shira and Starfleet Command will be waiting to learn what we found. We can leave on your orders. You have made a most extraordinary discovery. The preservers are alive. We can learn so much from them. They will have knowledge of the early days of the galaxy that has been lost to time. Perhaps they even remember the Iconians or the Tucan Empire. But more important than that, even the knowledge we'll gain us is the safety of my people. The Breen threat is ended, and we have you to thank. For now and always, you will be a friend to the Deferi. May your life always be in perfect balance. I love that one. Oh! Uh-oh, people mention Demons of Air and Darkness. Yeah, that generally doesn't go well. That's a Tetrion, that's a Plasma. I'll keep those just in case. Ooh, you know what? Let's give this to Vel. Tetrion, that's a Tetrion. That's what the click. Yes, that is indeed. Oh, I remembered stuff. Alright, let's get rid of some stuff that we don't need. Loads of freaking Ketracel white. Like, literally, I could probably get high on the stuff. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah. Oops. Alright, let's have a quick look at what missions we've got. Okay, so that's... I can replay those if I want to. Lost Dominion or Spectres? Gem Hadarmok. Put it in your milk, make you big and strong. Or just very high. Destroy false ships or destroy Tholian ships. Now we'll do that. Let's have a quick look. My research. Let's get projectiles on the go. Yeah, baby. Damn it, I'm gonna make more of these. Alright, while that's doing, I am going to go and grab myself a coffee and then we'll jump into another story mission. So give me about 5 minutes and I will be back. Alright, I'll be back and I have coffee. Alright, let's right, let's have a quick see what we want to do. Holding a conference Deep Space Nine to discuss a unified effort against the Borg. I'll work for that. Alright, let's go. Let's do that one. Hail!
We're holding a conference at Deep Space Nine to discuss a unified effort against the Borg. I'm particularly interested in getting the Dominion involved. Next time you pass through DS9, see if you can schedule time for the conference.
Alright. Absolutely do that. Okay. There's Deep Space. Oh, we're right by there. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's go do some mining first. Also, I want to, like, while I'm at Deep Space Nine, I might actually go and listen to all of the Terran ones, because I've got all of those already. Dilithium mining station. Oh yeah, I also want to change my ground traits as well, don't I? Alright, let's do that while I'm thinking about it. Wrong one. Okay. Most things I just want one of these. Alright, where's my rank 2? What? Why can't I change traits? It's very annoying. Rich dilithium claim. It's very frustrating. What? Oh, we could also play Darbo at Quarks. Yeah, we're going to do this one. Gonna knock out a few things here. Oh, we're looking good. Perfect. Return to airlock. Let's get out of this. Let's return to my ship. Right, am I going to be able to change my traits now? Ground repetition. Where is this? Yay! Freaking finally. I have an emergency cloak? Yeah, baby. That'll work. Melee damage and... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, what we got here? Much yellow. I do. I need more yellow. Gain some temporary hit points. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, and lots of blue. A bit of yellow and a fair bit of blue on the go. I'm all about it. Oh, I've got specialization points. Oh, I gotta use these. Let's. Not moving in reverse. Reverse thrust. Alright. That looks cool. Alright. Am I allowed to make helpful comments, or was I considered backseating? No, when it comes to in there, as long as you're not telling me how to progress within a level, that is backseating. This just regarding, you know, hey, this works with this really well, or you know, this doesn't work so well. That I'll have, that I'll accept. That's helpful. I will. That's fine. But what I mean by backseating is when I'm working through a level, and people are like, hey, you know, you need to do this to get through the level, or you know, this is gonna happen. It's like, nah, you know, don't ruin it for me. But yeah, I'm not sure if I've actually made the distinction clear, or whether I've just completely allowed confusion. Trait started for temp HP is good, but I saw you have Honor dead. It starts weaker but scales to be stronger, so it might be a better option. Okay. Let's have a quick look at that. Go back to my traits.
180!
Sphinx STO, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are well. Alright, let's go back to my traits. Traits, okay. We talk about ground. Hello from Norway. Welcome. Welcome, Norway. Temporary hit points. This one? Okay. On a dead. Here we go. Starts weaker, scales to be stronger, so might be a better option. Alright, let's put that in. Let's see how we go with that one. Alright. I think we're okay for now. I think we're looking good. My inventory is a bit over what I would normally want it, but hey ho. I think we're good. I think we're alright. I'll do duty officers in a minute. I just want to make sure these get done. Then I can add another shield and some more. And then we're good. Alright, let's head to Deep Space Nine. Alright, I got quite a few. Let's go to Deep Space Nine because there's a few things I want to do. I guess the STO stream community is small, so I should get used to saying the same names. Alright, I want to knock out a few things first. Let's dock. I have to say, I have very, very much enjoyed my time in Deep Space Nine. Sorry, in Star Trek Online. I am in Deep Space Nine, actually. DS9. Now I'm alright, Chris. Alright, so let's go to Quarks. Let's go earn some gold-plated Latinum in a rigged game of. What the hell? Hi. That was odd. Where's Quarks? Where's Quarks? I think I'm lost. Oh, got some jumping jacks in the corner. Old DS9 was super inaccurate. Yeah, I heard a lot about that. I've lost quarks. Oh wait, that's because I'm looking in the wrong bloody place. I need to be looking this way. Ah! Going somewhere now. They did it with Victory as live footage as close as possible. Like actually using a set layout schematics. That's pretty cool. Oh my word, hello.
So this is the warrior that old Martok rattles on about? I expected a giant after all of his tales. Regardless, you've earned his respect, so you'll have mine. Try not to let it go to your head.
I'll do my best. Martok! I am General Martok, leader of my house and warrior of the Klingon Empire. Kapla! Hi, how's it going? Right, let's get into... Ah, here we go. Finally. A few funny things NPCs to do. Alright, let's play some Dabo!
Spin the wheel and win.
I'll certainly try. Martok was only scared of two people, you and his wife. Okay, Dabo. Alright, I don't want credits, I want to use gold plus platinum, and I've got quite a lot of it. Slot 1 and slot 2. Right. So I play 5 games at my current... Oh no, I play 1 game, I stick 1,000 on there. To be honest, I would probably be scared of my wife if I was a Klingon. I'm scared of most Klingons' wives, to be fair. I don't know either! All I know is that I've got 54,000 of them and I still have no idea what I can do. Killing people on the ground gives you latinum. Alright, I won 150. Slot. Oh, I know. Slot. I can't do slot 7? Where's slot 7? How is there not a slot 7? Oh, she misses Rob. Nice. Dabbo! Ah, there we go. Done. So that, just so. The only useful thing with Latinum is gambling it. Oh, well, I like gambling. I like playing a bit of poker. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh. Nice.
Watch the wheel.
Shoot rewards. Terran. Latinum. Gamble. So you can gamble. Isn't that like the nature of all gambling? It's like how Vegas works. I miss Vegas sometimes. I've got lots of places to sit. Ooh! Give me more marks! Wait, I can buy disco balls. I want to buy it! Disco ball. Alright. Alright, yeah, I want to read logs on the computer. Right, I need to find the lift. Let's find the turbo lift to the promenade. Oh no, here we go. Hey, we're going to ops.
Consider it done.
I must make them dance. Okay. Ooh. Aha. Terran Task Force records. Here we go. So much it got silly. Influx of Latinum. Oh, we do a bit of Latinum. Alright.
Personal log.
There we go.
Admiral Lita. So little time.
When I was merely a captain serving on occupied Bajor, I had no choice but to rely on seduction and misdirection. All my years working for the Terran Rebellion, and my Bajoran roots were still thrown in my face. Captain Lita, nothing more than a figurehead to placate the Bajorans. Resented by my crew and dismissed by the Admiralty. Then, the Orb of Possibilities was returned, and it showed me the way. Now, all
400,000
possibilities are ahead of
and that's
me.
like burning it all down for
The
hollow
orb
images.
showed me the Coast Emojin.
Yeah, sometimes they
Maybe
like
the prophets were trying to warn me.
the balance gets very wrong.
The
Like,
Coast Emojin
some of the
showed
currency
me a
takes
hint
like
of
6
power.
million years to earn
The
one.
paw
and then you've
wraiths
got things
burned
like
away
that where you
weakness,
literally just
burned
need to
away age,
step
burned
onto
away
the bridge
mortality.
until
The
covered in
future
stuff.
would be mine if I could just grasp it. Admiral, Fleet Admiral, perhaps more. Now, travelers have come from the future. Back in time to give us weapons to destroy the Iconians. Travelers who already know my plans and my fate. I don't trust them. But can I use them?
Transmission 2.
Personal log, Admiral Lita. Our temporal visitors have given us quite a
Something like
few
that, yeah.
gifts. At first, my engineers were pessimistic about understanding future technology. A few trips to the Agony booth have cured them of their misgivings. Our benefactors have come from our far future to ensure that their world comes to pass. For that to happen, we must defeat the Iconians, and our descendants have given us the weapons to do so. Of course, as Admiral in command of the fleet's flagship, I must insist on the first set of upgrades. Once the Enterprise has the power to dominate the fleet, I can give new weapons to my subordinates, but only to those who prove their loyalty.
Gold-plated Latinum chairs. Mission 3.
Personal log, Admiral Lita.
Ooh,
The infighting in the fleet has been fierce.
I want
Many
to see that
captains
now.
are rushing to declare their allegiance to me, and just as many are standing firm in their professions of loyalty to the Emperor. Of course, the fools who fight against me don't have access to my futuristic weapons. It will only be a short time now before my command is
Gold-pressed
cemented.
Latinum.
After that, I will take this war to the Iconians and eliminate them. Once the Iconians are destroyed, I can turn my attention to other matters. After all,
Latinum's so delicate
Empress
they have to use
Hoshi
gold
gained
pressed
her
to-
station with
Oh, okay.
technology
Did
from the
not know that.
future.
I'm learning.
Or perhaps I can carve out a new empire of my own.
Mission 4.
Personal log, Admiral Lita. I get the sense that our time-traveling visitors are not giving us the best of their technology. They won't give us weapons that are advanced enough to be a threat to them. I suppose it doesn't really matter. This technology is more than enough to guarantee that the fleet will remain under my control. We finished installing temporal shielding. In addition to protecting us against a wider range of weapons, this will insulate us from changes in the timeline. When we go back to wipe out the Iconians, the shields will guarantee that we will remember everything after we return. Naturally, any captain I suspect of disloyalty is going to experience a slight variance in their shield harmonics. Wiped from the timeline. Oops! And nobody will ever remember their treachery.
And transmission 5.
Personal log, Admiral Lita. We've crushed the Iconians, turned back the clock, and destroyed them 200,000 years in the past. Thanks to our temporal shielding, the fleet has remained immunized from changes, and we've been able to keep our timeline mostly intact. I've made a few small adjustments to
They
suit
call
my
me
own
crazy.
tastes. Now it's my time again. The Paw Wraiths have given me great power over fire. The visions of the Wraiths have shown me a universe in fire. A universe for me to conquer. Through the fires of the Badlands, with the technology of the future, I can open a door to another universe. And once I have a foothold in that realm, I will have a place beyond the reach of the Emperor, where I can plan for his destruction and my eternal reign. Oh, that sounded a bit megalomaniacal. Well, I suppose it's only megalomania if you're actually delusional.
Blimey. Alright. That was interesting. Got that done. Hang on, guys, give me a sec. Guys, I've got to just go for a couple of minutes. I've got to help Sarah sort Sparky out. So if you just give me a few minutes, I should hopefully be back. Alright guys, I've got to go. I've got to get my dog to the vet. It looks like he's got something stuck in his eye, so we really need to get that out. Hopefully I won't be too long, but yeah, as you can imagine, this does need to be sorted. So I will see you guys hopefully very, very soon. Thank you very much for hanging out, and yeah, we'll pick up where we left off.